It's National Sleepover Day. Oh man, I got grease on VHS, I got popcorn, I got a Ouija board. I hope Jeff and Ryan get here soon. Sleepover Day.
Dude, we're not having a sleepover.
Is that grease on VHS? You know you can stream that.
Streaming? Anyway, guys, listen. I thought it'd be really fun. We could do picks at 12:36 a.m.
100%.
All right, and just roll the show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Punchlines here at the South Point Studio. The sports book is cooking behind me. We're in Las Vegas, and apparently we're not doing the sleepover, guys. No sleepover? No? Okay, fine. I'll watch Grease by myself for the 800th time. I'm very excited for today's show. I'm way more excited than Joker last night when he found out he won his third MVP. Watch how excited he is.
2024 MVP from the Denver Nuggets.
Excited. So exciting.
Yeah, I won the MVP. Is there a ceremony that he has to attend? Because you know he hates doing that. You know who was excited, though? Was the University of South Carolina mascot. This is excitement right here at graduation, right? Take a look at this. This is how Joker should have been. Cox
Yeah, I was happy with that one. Yeah, so the mascot is hyping everybody up down the center aisle, right? And then the person under the mascot suit is also graduating. So they later let him run around with the feet on and still get everybody hyped up, letting them know who is under the mask.
Does the mascot really deserve that much love from the others graduating?
Yes.
I mean,
yes.
At an SEC school?
Yes. 100%, Frank. Come on.
And they
now.
won the national championship at women's hoops. All right. Behind the glass, you hear his voice where he can't be poked with a stick by children on a field trip is Ryan B. McCormick. The B is for the BS montage of the Angels hitting several homers against my Pirates yesterday.
I think everybody enjoyed it.
Snuck that in. What's that?
Said I think everybody enjoyed it.
Yeah, you showed it 3 times. The Pirates losing to the Angels, which one of our guests is not too happy about. And on the show, hey, if you're checking your calendar, it's Thursday, pulling double duty as a host. After having hosted Sports by the Book earlier today, the man is putting in overtime. Jeff Parles is here.
Yeah, Jeff.
Okay,
that was lackluster from the crew. Good from our studio audience.
yes,
but bad from the
Frazer clap. Jeff, you're wearing a golf shirt.
Yes,
It's blue.
it's
Very
blue.
light color.
I'm not allowed to wear the black one anymore. You've made that very clear.
You said you had 3. I just teased you one day because I was like, oh, I wonder if Jeff will wear a South Point shirt. But we're doing this big charity golf outing on Monday.
We are.
For a great cause. We have to get up super early. Well, for me, it's early.
Well, both of us.
Well, 6 o'clock. Yeah, right.
That's about normal now for me, actually.
Everyone, I have a nickname around here because I miss a lot of the group thread. I've been nicknamed
Sleeping Beauty.
Sleeping Beauty. Right. I get up at like 8. My dog is in my face at 8:15. 8:08. Scooby's right here.
We're all here at 8:08.
Yeah. Well, I'm up in the lab till midnight.
Yeah.
Clicking away on the keyboards. Is this what you're wearing for the golf tournament? Are you wearing the blue?
I don't know. I haven't decided yet. We have to see how hot it is on Monday.
It's going to be like 89 or 90, but we're golfing early, so it might be a little chilly.
It's windy up there. You haven't been to the golf
I've never
course?
been to Paiute.
Yeah, it's there's no protection from the sun and there's no protection from the wind. So have at it. It is an amazing.
There's
amazing
no protection for my fairway shots either. Boom! Frazer!
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah! We had the king of one-liners coming up.
That's
great. I want to talk about our 2 guests coming in, Jeff, if you don't mind.
No,
the Brad
go for
Garrett
it.
Comedy Club is down at the MGM. Have you been to the Brad Garrett Club?
I have not been since the renovations.
Oh, they renovated.
Because they used to be downstairs. Now they're upstairs.
It looks pretty swanky.
And that I've been to the bar outside the club.
Yeah,
I actually
same
haven't,
here.
I actually haven't been inside the club yet, but that bar outside is really, really good.
Well, we don't have one comedian that's on the bill this week. We have 2. That's right, because one of them has a car. So here's how it works. This guy's a legend in Los Angeles. I've worked with him probably, 100 shows. It's Frazer Smith will be here, ladies and gentlemen. He's also a hockey aficionado. Does a podcast with our friend Joe Bartnick, who was on the show on Monday. So very good. And one of the guys who taught me a lot back in Pittsburgh. I've known him for over 30 years. The very funny John Knight will be here. So Frazer and John, we're going to have 2 comics. We've never done this before, Ryan. We've never had 2 on at the same time, have we?
Well, it'd be 3, technically.
That's what I'm saying.
That's right. It'll be 3.
Yeah.
And if Jimmy Vaccaro or Chris Andrews stops in, we'd have 3 Pittsburgh guys on the dais, if you will. It's going to be an exciting day.
The combination of Ryan and I make it go down from 3 to 2.5.
No. You guys are both funny guys.
We're not you funny.
2.5 men right now.
2.5 men.
There we go. Very, very good for card.
Listen, I'm going to give Ryan full credit as a comic because he came up with cock down the aisle. So there you go. Gamecocks, instead of walking down the aisle, cock down the aisle. Look, I put funny little names on these. Like, let's talk about Flown Ranger yesterday. New York Ranger goes into the boards, Frazer, like elbow up. Thank God the guy ducked. He missed him. Called it the Flown Ranger. I had to explain who the Lone Ranger was to these guys, though. But anyway.
That's pretty good, actually.
It was that.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Well, here's the thing. The cocky kid, Mr. The cocksure kid, as one of our live chatters calls him. Ryan changed one of them yesterday. I had spanking for stealing, and you changed it to
punished for stealing.
Punished for stealing. I always prefer spanking. Hand gestures. Anyway, we're not going to do it for the
I think they both work.
Well,
so.
Which one's funnier, guys? Punished for stealing or spanking for stealing? Two comedians go with spanking.
Okay, but when you take it as you know that it's a spanking and you call it a punished, and then
I gave it away. John, it's because it's a K sound, right? Yeah. We learned that in the Sunshine Boys. Tomato's not funny. Cucumber's a funny fruit. Do you know that line? Shut up, man. That's Walter Matthau. He goes, yeah, cucumber's a funny word. See, Sean Knight, this is, like I said, this is the guy who taught me stuff like K words are funny. He also told me, the first person ever to tell me the Don Rickles, Frank Sinatra story. Frank, I'm eating. It's the best stories. Frazer's on because he knows it. All right, we're going to have our usual picks at 12:36. But first, we're going to do lines.
Harmony, too? Harmony and all?
Do you want to try to sing it live right now?
I don't think so. I don't think I'm mentally...
picks
at 12:36. They're not as good as the original, though. Yeah.
Let's check out from our live... Wait, Jerry Trevino. Jerry is on vacation.
Jerry, please enjoy your vacation. Yeah. Don't suffer through us.
He is enjoying it.
He just wrote, "I'm cooked" in all caps. And then Aloe is your friend. Ryan pointed out.
I thought it was. I thought it was
sunburned. He was burnt. And then Jerry writes, "No, like in all caps, I'm drunk." So Jerry is drunk.
And then all caps margaritas.
Jerry, we should applaud Jerry, guys. That's quality work.
Very funny, Keith Lyle. Wait, there was a home run montage yesterday. Missed it. Could you run it again? I swer to God, if you run the Angels hitting home runs,
should run it again. It was great content, Frank.
Frank is used to whoa. Aaron O'Connor, Frazer. Aaron O'Connor says hello, Frazer. Did Andrew get the tablecloth? What?
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna say yes to that. Yes. He's hammered, ladies and gentlemen. Paul prefers spanking.
Worrying about a tablecloth.
Keith Lyle points out also, John and Fraser will back me up. Alliteration, spanking and stealing. I like John Lee said, spanking's the funnier. It's a K sound, ladies and gentlemen. There'll be a comedy class later. All right, let's do our lines of the night so we can get our two guests on the show. Jeff, would you like to start?
Sure, I cheated a little bit on this, but I'm sure that's okay with everyone because this was technically yesterday, but it was so good I had to bring this to today.
Okay.
On yesterday's date, which was May 8th in 1961, they officially named the New York Mets the Mets.
Oh, wow.
So here are the other ones.
The Burrows?
The other ones. You had the Continentals, which would have not been any good. The Burrows, which Ryan pointed out yesterday, was National Donkey Day, which would have really been perfect, honestly, if it was the Burrows. The Skyliners, that's not terrible. Skyscrapers, that's very New York. The Bees, no, we don't need that.
Why would the Bees? What did that even stand for?
I don't know. Jerry Seinfeld wasn't making the Bee movie at that point, so who knows? Rebels, no, that's UNLV's
that sounds
thing.
Like minor league.
The Jets. Well, the Jets did not exist at that point because they were the New York Titans.
Wow.
When they began their existence in the AFL. All right. So maybe the Avengers. I think Marvel would have a problem with that at this point. And the NYBs, which I'm not even certain exactly where we're going with that. Unless if we're New York being so unoriginal and just being the New York baseballs or some other New York meaning that
obviously
that
the Burrows is going for the five. Burrows.
I mean that would be my guess also. It has to be. Baseball Burrow, but Burrows is lame. It's Queens. This is Queens.
You know, when I was in New York, one of my first road trips when I was shooting Street Smart. So this is like 2000.
Burrows,
And they brought me into the New York station to do the news. And they go, okay, we have some questions for you, Mr. Street Smarts guy. And the first one, can you name the five boroughs in New York? The woman asking me, by the way, was Jennifer Lopez's
Did you get
sister.
it? Did you get it right?
I did not. I went Queens.
Did you forget? I know which one you forgot.
Queens, Manhattan, Staten Island.
You remembered Staten Island?
No, this is Bronx. I maybe forgot Queens. Did I?
You said
okay,
Queens.
you said Queens twice. Queens, Brooklyn, Bronx.
I didn't say Brooklyn.
Manhattan,
Brooklyn.
and Staten Island. Of course, everyone forgets Staten Island because you want to forget Staten
Yeah,
Island.
there you go.
So,
Rim shot.
sorry.
All right, Ryan, what's your line?
I feel like we should go with yours, sticking with New York.
Okay, sticking. Oh, Ryan. Nice. What was mine? Oh, yeah, Giancarlo Stanton. We're going to go across town instead of the Mets. We're going to talk the Yankees. Giancarlo Stanton hit the hardest home run in I know it's of this year, but I think it was a while.
Yeah, I'm not
119 miles
sure how,
an hour.
how long ago
Yeah,
it
he
was,
crushed
but
it. So you can just,
119 off the
he
bat,
admired
yeah.
that one, and I feel like in that case you deserve it. The pitcher even turned, and the left fielder did the patent, and I'm not even taking a
I know we have Ohtani, and I know we have all these great players
Right.
out there, but there's still something that's a special type of majestic when Giancarlo gets a hold of one.
Yeah. And, he played at Notre Dame. He played at Notre Dame High School in L.A. when he was Mike Stanton.
Yep.
And I remember reading about him then, and he still hits the ball harder. I will say I went to a Pirate game 4 years ago when the Yankees were in town.
Mm-hmm.
It was embarrassing because there were more Yankee fans than Pirate fans.
Sounds right.
And Aaron Judge hit a homer to dead center. Soon as he hit it, everybody in the crowd went, oh, like it made a noise like you
knew.
and you just don't hear unless it's one of like Stanton or Judge or
Yeah.
Ohtani or maybe Trout. I don't know.
And he's on the field, yeah.
When he's healthy. I know it's so bad. All right, Ryan, that was my line of the night, Giancarlo Stanton. What do you got for yours?
Well, I think before I do mine, we need to show this picture of Jerry.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Okay, this is Jerry who works on our show. You guys all know
Jerry,
him.
we love you, buddy.
Oh, oh God.
Oh, no.
He's cooked. What is his hat, by the way?
It's Sonic.
See? What is it?
It's Sonic.
It's Sonic. He's in love with Sonic the Hedgehog. He loves big Sonic the Hedgehog fan.
You know what? In all honesty, that's better than I got middled hard.
No,
I think that's better.
And do we have I got middled hard? We could put that together. This is Ryan drunk at the Knights game a couple weeks ago, guys. He bet
Well,
he took the over, then
I
he
think
took
it's
the
just
under,
my speaking.
and he
Do we
lost them
actually have
both
the video?
because
Do we actually
got
have this
middled
video
hard.
Still?
thought we had it at the tip.
I got middled really hard.
There he is. So I don't know who's drunk or you know what? I have to teach these young kids. When I'm drunk, there's no photos.
Well, thankfully for your sake, that is the case.
There was no video phones back in our day. So
Well, there were video phones about 6 weeks ago.
when was that? Christmas party?
See, no,
Oh,
it's May
upstairs.
9th.
Oh, God. Yeah, the opening of the NCAA tournament. Well, listen, we're going to have a GoPro in our golf cart for our golf outing on Monday. There is no show Monday. I'm letting it be known to our
There will be
fans
plenty
here.
of content, though, from the golf course.
Plenty of content on Tuesday. All right. Ryan, what's your line of the night?
So my line of the night, we're looking at 2 softball games in the SEC tournament.
Ooh, nice.
So LSU, the 7 seed in the SEC, was taking on, I believe, let me get it real quick.
Was Livy done there?
They were taking on the 19 Alabama.
Okay.
The starting pitcher pitched the complete game, all 14 innings, with 208 pitches.
Whoa.
And
Nolan
then,
Ryan-esque.
so this was the reaction of her hearing it from the announcing crew of how
Okay.
long she pitched. And she didn't realize how much she had pitched. And then going to the later game of the night, Georgia and Auburn were also in a 14-inning game. Auburn hits a 3-run homer to take the lead in the top of the 14th, and then Georgia in the bottom half hits a 3-run homer to tie it
Wow.
with their 1-hitter or their 3-hitter, and then their 6-hitter comes up who was 0 for 6 in the game
And walk off.
and hits a walk-off homer.
SEC softball, baby. Might be the first appearance on the program. I like it. Girls softball. There you go. They're not as excited as the mascot running down for USC, but it's something. All right, we're going to bring our guests in. But first, we're going to set up today's May 9th, 2024. Happy birthday to Billy Joel, by the way. And
Nice.
today is Europe Day also. So we're going to spend the rest of the episode talking about soccer.
Wait, Europe the continent or Europe the band?
Yeah, we're going to play Final Countdown.
Final countdown for 50 straight minutes.
For Joe Bluth, yeah. Anyway, we like to look back 100 shows ago. Today is episode 150, by the way. It's episode 150. Congratulations to everyone who works on the program. And our guest was Jacqueline Marfuji Caprio. Very funny girl. I know you might know Jackie Marfuji. Do you know Jackie? Anyway, comedian, but now she hosts, she's one of the MCs at the Magic Mike live show, and she performs in it. She's great. So back on episode 50, it was December 19th, 2023. We were talking Philly sports and Cheese Whiz. and I might have got Jacqueline in trouble with her dad.
Do you know I'm a cheese princess, though? Do you know this?
Oh, I didn't know this about you. You're a cheese princess?
My dad's the CEO and president of Locatelli Cheese, like Ambriola. So, like, we have, like, a separate cheese refrigerator. Like, it's like a thing.
Oh, my God. The plot thickens
I
on
know.
Jacqueline.
This would be, like, sacrilegious. But I always love cheese
Bring it in.
whiz.
I'm eating it. All right, roll it in here, Jerry.
Ooh, thanks,
there it is.
Jerry.
I'll do a shot of it.
Now,
would your dad disown you for doing it? All right, I'll just do a hit.
He'll appreciate it. It's
Now
for the plot.
I had to do. Oh, you got to take.
You might
out
want
the
to
plug.
remove the crusty.
You got to take that top plug out.
Oh my God.
There's always that. Oh yeah. See,
Oh, it's
that's
crusty. That's good. Oh, all right. I gotta do.
Oh my
some.
gosh.
Is this so good?
Grab
Okay. Are you guys
Take a hit of
ready?
cheese whiz.
Ready?
There we go.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh my God. I feel like I'm in first grade. It takes me right back.
Was that your school lunch?
Yeah, with crackers. This is so good.
That's not bad. All right, there you go. We're back. It's over here, John. It's not. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce these two gentlemen. Oh, there we go.
Oh, nice.
Just show them now, please. To my left is John. Keep going. We're going to get some new chairs, I swear.
That honestly is the perfect encapsulation of what the South Point studio chairs are.
Yeah.
It's perfect. Look at it. Look at it.
I did do it.
Yes, you do. You want to look bigger than everybody.
It's like, Johnny Carson and Letterman, they have their desks.
That's not easy either.
Yeah, it's not. All right, over here to my right, next to Jeff Parles, is a very funny Frazer Smith. Frazer,
thank you,
Frazer.
We go back to the Laugh Factory, a million shows together, and John Knight, who I've known for 30 years from Pittsburgh. There we go.
Yeah, John.
Yeah,
Just stand up,
John.
Yeah.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay. There.
I want to stay down there. And it's
There. Is it?
no budget.
No.
With this show, it's better off if they can't see you.
Yeah, exactly. So you guys are working at Brad Garrett's. Frazer, had you performed at that club before?
I have before.
Okay.
I'm surprised I'm back.
They wanted you back. You're always
I
very
can't
funny.
believe that. Yeah, we're having fun, and John is a great comic from Pittsburgh.
Yes, he is.
Big Steeler fan.
I wore
And
my Pittsburgh shirt today.
yeah, we were talking about the Penguins the other night.
Yeah. I know you're a big hockey guy.
Well,
Oh, are we bringing in a different chair for John?
oh, here we go.
Different chair.
Yeah.
Well, I gave him the bigger one.
This is Sean, everybody.
Well, you don't want me to sue you.
No, so here, let's try that chair. All right, thank you, Sean.
There
You
we
can't
go.
see Sean because he's wearing camo.
Oh, there. Oh, I
He's just
didn't
a
see him.
You didn't even
Floating
see him,
head.
did you?
No. Yeah.
Snuck right in. All right, John, see if that's better.
Well, look at this chair.
No, don't show the rich.
This is where they have me sitting.
Yeah, it's a little ripped. I
The
know, that's
the
why-
wear and tear.
It's because we have so many great guests that come in and out, isn't it? Is that better?
Sean stole
let
that
you know.
chair.
So, so there. Okay, you're comfortable now. There, you're higher than me now. Look.
For a minute, and I can feel this one's going down too.
So you guys have already been doing shows this week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 3. We've done 3.
Three
Okay.
shows.
And how would they go?
Good.
They were
Yeah, they were good.
Okay.
No, they were really good.
All right. Well, here's my question. What are you doing with your free time, John? You guys are working for an hour and a half. What are you doing in Vegas when you're here?
Here's how exciting my life is.
Okay.
No, I just been going around and because I've been coming here since 1990.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Wow.
So yesterday I got photos of the Tropicana.
Oh yeah, it's
that's
closed
being
down.
torn down.
Right.
And it's sad. I spent many years there. 17.
Yeah, the Trop. When was it? The Trop Stop or Rodney's or what was it?
It was a comedy stuff.
Comedy Stop. That's it. Yeah. The
I was
stop.
there 17 years. I got fired in the middle of the week
Why?
because the guy that ran the club was he was kind of a jerk.
Okay.
We called him. He was from Atlantic City. We used to call him the poor man's Donald Trump. He
Okay.
had like the same. He had the same ego and the same about. So what happened was he got drunk on his ass for a year because he was like 70 and there was a 25-year-old girl that broke up with him.
Oh Jesus.
So he was too drunk. He lost the room that we were doing in Laughlin. Long story short, he lost his room in Laughlin.
Okay.
Didn't get a new one. The room opened in Laughlin. Asked me if I would come perform there. So I did it the week before I was in Vegas. Before, I should let you know, we all got letters. Everyone that was booked there got letters from his lawyer not to perform there.
Really?
Yeah, he thought if he could keep us from them, then they would let him book it. not knowing that there's 1,000 other comedians.
Right. Okay.
So the third night I was there, the manager knew there was another guy who was trying to be the manager. I think he was working at the Laugh Factory here.
Is he foreign? Is the Cuban guy the bald guy? Yeah, that's it. Okay.
Yeah. Who was my friend,
Yeah.
but who found out that I worked in Laughlin, turned me in, and then
You got fired for that.
well, he pulled me down the hall and he said, look, some things are going to happen tonight. I told him, I said, you know, people work all up and down the strip. I said, in fact, one guy who lives in town here now.
Bob Zaney?
No, Butch Bradley.
Butch Bradley. Okay,
Butch, I can say this now.
Yeah,
Butch,
you can say it,
Butch ducked out of a Sunday show, said he had, I forget what the excuse was, because he went over at the Hard Rock, had something called the Circus, where you got $2,000 for 10 minutes, and he said it was the worst 10 minutes of your life.
But it's
they would just scream at you and make you feel bad, but it was $2,000. So he went. So I said another guy ducked out and he's saying, who did that? I said, you don't need to know. Right. So the night I got fired, we went. We used to hang out. We called it the Fish Bar. I still have. Someone pulled the fish off the wall, and I have them
at the Hard Rock.
Not at the Hard Rock, at the Trop.
Oh, at the
where
Trop.
we hung out there.
Okay.
So I'm there, and this guy, the one you know.
Okay.
So he comes up to me and he says, I'm going to fix this tomorrow. I'm going to call him, and you just have to apologize and promise you'll never work down there again. And he says, by the way, who was that guy? Right. And I looked at him. I said, I know it was you, Fredo.
You didn't rat him out.
He ratted me out. He ratted me. I said, I know it was you. He goes, oh, you think I did? I said, I know you did it. You just showed your hand.
Wow. I know it was you, Fredo. Frazer, how long have you been playing Vegas?
10 years.
Yeah. Okay. And where did you first play? What were the rooms?
Harrah's.
Okay. Yeah. Is there a club still there?
No. Well, no, it's gone.
Is it because you were there? And then
pretty much.
Okay. That's what I thought.
They closed right after
next week.
Yeah.
Shut it down.
They reopened after I left.
Yeah. They didn't tell you though. No. So let's talk hockey. Who's your team that you?
Well, I'm Red Wings.
You're a Red Wing.
I'm from
guy.
Detroit.
Okay.
So Red Wings.
They're gone.
Yeah.
They're not in the playoffs.
No.
They're like the Penguins. Neither one of our teams are in. Jeff, are you a Golden Knights guy? Or no, you're from New York, Jersey.
Very casual Devils fan.
Very
so
casual
so none of us were in.
So there was some thrilling games so far in the playoffs. Last night was the 4-3 comeback by Vancouver, right?
5-4.
5-4. Okay.
Yep.
So who are you looking at? What do you think's going on for the Stanley Cup Finals?
I like Florida.
Yeah.
And the Avs.
Oh, okay. That'll make one of our regulars, Joey B, very happy who watches. But Florida lost 5-1. That was a game you knew at home they needed, and they came out and just that was
and Boston beat them 5-1 the first game, which surprised everybody.
Right,
and then Florida came back and played their usual game.
Well, Florida had been off for a week, is what we talked about.
That's what it was.
Yeah,
sure.
They were just rusty, and Boston had just come off that
7-game series. Yeah, that's all. You're always more warmed up.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
And so, what do you do in your free time in Vegas when you're here?
I get stoned and watch SEC softball. That's my thing.
All right,
as one does.
I like those back-to-back homers.
Who was out with me? I was trying to tell Frazer when the Penguins played the Red Wings 2 years in a row. Who's the
Hossa?
Hossa, the one that said that when I want to win the Stanley Cup.
So he went to Detroit.
And when Pittsburgh beat Detroit, the joke around Pittsburgh was the new host at Starbucks. It comes without the cup.
Which is,
Now, you're a big hockey fan, and I talked about this the other day. I haven't found the picture, but I actually got to hold the Stanley Cup. And I was telling, I was telling Joe Bartnick. Now, you do podcasts with Joe.
With Bartnick, yeah.
Joe Bartnick's very funny, big hockey fan. I was telling him how in 91, when the Penguins won, and Phil Bourque was on DVE radio, which I was on, he brought it to our company softball game, and I held it over my head. And I didn't realize if you're not a player, you're not supposed to do that.
Yeah, that's illegal.
Okay.
You can't do that.
You're going to be arrested.
Yeah. You know where I did it? At Butya's.
Really?
That's where we played.
I wouldn't admit that on camera.
I know. I didn't know that we weren't. Did you know that you're forbidden? It's a taboo.
Oh, yeah. It's a cardinal sin.
Everyone knows
to lift it. Yeah.
You're not even technically supposed to touch it.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah.
Players don't touch it unless they win.
Unless they win, and I knew that, but I'm not a player. But he brought it, and everyone was posing with it.
You put it over your head.
I did.
It's shocking. You're not at the bottom of the
I can't believe you're not in jail.
Yeah.
Come on, Frank.
He will be after this show.
He will be,
of course.
Doing it on camera is a bad move.
So I shouldn't even show the picture then on the show.
I wouldn't do that.
Honestly,
You shouldn't have a
already-
picture. I will get rid of all the evidence.
He's already
I
going
would.
away for admitting it anyway. You should show the picture now. Just go for broke.
No, but
You
see,
might as
this,
well.
this is what you have to, this is what I have to point out, Fraser, is I was a baseball football guy. We were Steelers and Pirates. I didn't really know the Penguins hardly even were till Lemieux came and we started, right?
Well, they sucked until then.
Right, they did.
We
I
were
saw-
talking about how good Lemieux is, though.
Right.
I was.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Well,
the best, right?
There's an argument, and we've had it on the show. I had it with Josh Yohe, who's a hockey reporter for The Athletic, and he will go to his grave. He's like, what thing did Gretzky do better than Lemieux? And
Assists.
right. He has more assists than other players. He'd still be the all-time scoring leader just with assists.
Sure.
But he's like, when you talk about player versus player, Lemieux was bigger, faster, stronger, whatever. So I don't know. I don't know. I stay out of it, but he did average more points per game, I think, than Gretzky.
I'd say they're both pretty good.
They're both pretty good. They both did pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, Ryan, you're looking.
Gretzky didn't have the injuries that Mario had. He didn't
come back from cancer.
injuries.
He didn't come back from cancer, and he was surrounded by a lot of all-stars as well, too. I mean, Gretzky had...
Yeah, that
That's
helps
true.
get you assists.
Yeah, right? Yeah, it's funny how that works.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Do we have any questions from the live chat, or I saw you checking out chats or anything?
From the chats, not that I've seen. I thought we were going to do the.
Let's go to the
names.
NHL Utah thing. All right, so guys, Utah is getting the Arizona Coyotes.
Right.
Okay, so there's a lot of names floating around. The one I like the most would be the Utah Yetis, and we had some mock jerseys, look pretty cool. As you know, the Utah Jazz moved from New Orleans years ago, and they kept the name Jazz because there's no
Which
finer
makes no sense.
Makes
And
no
the
sense.
Lakers kept the Lakers from
Minnesota. The Clippers, San Diego, kept the Clippers.
Kept
Kinda
the
still
Clippers.
plays
That's
in LA.
kinda, yeah.
Not as bad as the other ones.
Yeah.
Not as bad.
Right,
No,
right,
Utah
right.
Jazz is the dumbest thing of all time. So anyway, Utah's getting a team. So here we go. Here are some possible names. Ryan, why don't you run down a few of your favorites?
Yeah, so
here?
they've got trademarks filed for all of these. and
These
they-
all have trademarks.
Yes, they're allowing fans to vote on these.
Ooh, the ice.
So yeah, Venom, Ice, Freeze, Fury, Blizzard, Blast,
But they're not going to do Blizzard.
Mountaineers, the Caribou,
Mountaineers.
the Frost, the Outlaws, the Canyons, the Mammoth, the HC, Glaciers, Squall,
HC stupid.
Powder, Hive, Yeti, Swarm, and Black Diamonds.
Any favorites on those?
They all kind of suck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going with the cock down the aisles. No. How about the
like-
how about the wives?
I'll go with that. Go 2 cocks.
Yeah, the two cocks.
Get the register
The
that.
two wives.
Trademark that, right? The two
Yeah.
wives. Two cocks.
Come on, it's Utah.
Yeah, it's Utah.
I like Utah Ice. Blizzard, no way. John, Utah Mountaineers. Every time I see the name Mountaineers, I think of you.
Oh, for my
A joke you used to do.
the joke. I
Still do. It still
when I
works.
have to do 3 hours on cruise ships, that's one of my openers.
Could you do it for us?
Yeah, I'll
please?
do it. I
Okay.
can't say the word, right?
You should.
I'll change it.
right, change
no,
it.
so the mountain. First time I worked West Virginia, my first ever road gig, and there was a guy sitting down front. He had a WVU shirt on. Their team is the Mountaineers, and their slogan is "How about them ears?" Which I didn't know. I said, "Hey, WVU, they're doing well this year." He says, "Yeah, how about them ears?" I said, "Up yours, look at your nose."
It usually doesn't say it.
You know, it's almost heaven, West Virginia.
It is. That's
Yeah.
what they tell me. Wild and wonderful.
Yeah, if West
Almost.
Virginia's almost heaven, we really have to lower our expectations about heaven.
About heaven.
And by the way, I was conceived in West Virginia. I don't know what that says about me.
I don't know either.
Okay.
It's kind of scary.
We just lost half our crew. Just walked out, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what's going on.
Well,
Mountaineers
scared
fans,
They're all
150.
fans.
They're all. What was that?
Episode 150, so they're going to go spend
Oh, of
$1.50.
course.
Well, there's a hot dog cart outside here, guys. I know I can hook you up with lunch after this, but there's a hot dog cart. Vienna beef hot dogs, $150. It's the best deal in town, Jeff. Right?
popcorn upstairs.
No, he goes. What is the popcorn? At the bowling alley.
The $3 gigantic tub of popcorn that could feed basically all the Mormons in Utah for $3.
Oh, let's go. We're going for the tub.
We're going for the tub.
Yeah.
I don't mind Utah Swarm. Are there
Really?
bees in Utah? You went to Southern Utah.
Well, the Salt Lake City, the AAA affiliate up there is the Salt Lake Bees.
Oh, see, they would tie it in then.
There's only two acceptable ones on here. One of them is the Yeti because
I like the Yeti.
It works.
No other sport has a Yeti, professional
And the
sport.
only other one that even remotely works here is the Black Diamonds.
That's not bad.
Because it ties in, it sounds cool. And of course, obviously all the great mountains in Utah. It's a skiing.
Oh, Black
thing.
Diamonds
So-
skiing.
Good
Oh.
skiing there. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a
so
skiing
that's
thing.
so that
That
really
just
works. There's
connected
also
for you?
Yes, I just thought it was like gold. Why is it the Golden Knights? Great name.
Or it could be the swarm of wives.
I sued.
Utah.
I
That's also
sued.
good
Who
too.
sued who?
When they were the Golden Knights.
Oh,
that's
You sued him?
that's my last name.
All right.
You
Have you
can't.
got any paraphernalia? You got to get some. Right?
I should get some.
Yeah.
I don't have any penguin paraphernalia.
I don't either. So, by the way, the Black Diamonds, if it is referred to skiing, I don't know if I've mentioned this on the show before, but there was you probably played this. There was a resort, and I want to say Snowshoe, West Virginia, that booked a club. There's this bald guy booked it, and he was like,
Roy Riley booked it.
There you go.
I never did it because Jimmy, our old friend Jimmy Kren, he went up there and he got stuck on the mountain for a week.
Yeah. So I went up there. It was January. It was the weekend of the playoff game where Joe Montana came back and beat the Steelers when he was a Chief. So that
was mid-'90s then, right?
It was like early 90s, I think. Yeah, it was like early 90s. And it was early 90s. So I get there. I've never skied in my life because, you had to be rich to have skis when you were a kid. I don't know. Pittsburgh, you didn't have skis.
Or you got a gig that hooked you up with skiing, like Seven Springs.
So I go, I go to this. So I go to Snowshoe, West Virginia. It's a long drive. They go, all right, you get free lift tickets, free ski rentals. I'm like, I'm going to learn how to ski. I go out on the Saturday morning, and the temperature was 1. It was 1 degree, and I had brought a North Face jacket, some jeans. I didn't know what I was doing. I went down once, fell, and said, screw this, and went back into the lodge.
Good
and
move.
watched football. It was just too cold to learn.
There's a fireplace in the lodge.
Yes, it was warm.
Yeah,
How were your
warm
ears?
How about them? Yeah, it was West Virginia. My ears were on. I don't even think I had a hat. It was 1 degree. I don't think you should ever learn how to ski when it's 1.
Well, no. Do I ski? No. That's
Jeff's a skier. Come on, we know.
I'm kind of the same sort of deal as you.
Yeah.
My parents brought me out there to learn at Ramapo Mountain in northern New Jersey, which is basically a glorified hill, more so than anything. And kind of the same deal. It was really cold. Do the pizza, French fry thing. And of course, we know that South Park joke, and that's that. It was not a lot. It was not fun for me.
Yeah,
I fell on my face at least 3 times. So
it
was great. It was a great experience.
So you're a Pirates fan. What do you think of the? Oh, were you going to say something about skiing?
No, I wasn't going to say anything.
What do you think about?
I have nothing to say. I never ski. I don't. Why would I go out and do something and get snow down my pants?
I know. That's exactly. That's what happened to me.
Yeah, you get snow. Here, I out 10 minutes. My pants are full of snow, and
I'm freezing.
I had that same problem on Hollywood Boulevard.
I roller skated once for 5 minutes, and I ended up in the emergency room. I'm not supposed to. Yeah, Neville Island. Yeah, Neville Island, and I had to go to the emergency room with a severely sprained ankle.
How old were you at the time?
47. No, it was 12. It was when we were first getting together, doing things with girls.
Yeah, there you go.
And so I really made the impression.
And an X-ray.
Yeah.
So we're gonna. Here's something we do in a couple minutes, guys. We have picks. We're gonna do picks at 12:36 is what we do. I don't know if you've looked at anything. Maybe you can give a hockey pick. We'll get to that in a second. But I wanted to know where you guys are off to next. What do you have going on that you might want to talk about? And where can we find you, Frazer, online?
Well, I'm on MySpace.
Okay.
Hello, Tom.
You and Tom?
Just me and Tom.
Yeah.
I'll put you in my top 8. Let's go.
All right. Where do you head after Vegas? You going back to L.A.?
I go back to L.A. and stay there.
Okay.
Yeah. I just play the usual club scene out there.
Yeah.
Laugh Factory and improv.
Okay.
Comedy Magic.
Comedy Magic Club's, that's the best.
Great club.
Richard's the best. And every time I go there, I saw my picture up there. It always thrills me when I go down there.
It's a great club. Yeah, you were always there.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, we always did that. Where are you heading after this?
Home for like 2 days, and then I'm flying back. I'm flying into LA Thursday and getting on a ship in Long Beach on Friday for 3 days.
And where do you head? Where's the ship head?
I don't know. It's 3 days. I think it goes to Ensenada for 1 day.
The only time I've ever been on a cruise ship was Ensenada. It was a bachelor party of a buddy of mine. You get on a Friday and they bring you back Monday morning.
Yeah.
And we got on Friday, and then they let you off on Saturday in Ensenada, right? And you go to like Senior Frogs, and they're pouring tequila down you.
It's going to suck. It's 3 days. Yeah. There's a cheap cruise, and people are just going to be drunk.
They're going to be hammered.
Yeah. So
I know there was a casino. I don't remember.
Where's my check?
A comedy club on there. I don't remember there being a club or like stand up. I don't remember them.
Maybe there's not.
We were all. It was a mess, and we almost missed the boat coming out of Ensenada.
Of course.
There was a donkey involved. All right. Anyway,
there always is.
Ryan, what is your preference? You're going Black Diamonds on Utah?
No, I like the Yeti or the Mammoth.
The Yeti.
Mammoth is also reasonable.
Is Mammoth there, or is Mammoth in Utah, the mountain, or is that in Canada?
No, Mammoth.
Vancouver? Colorado. Shows you how much
Did I
we
miss
ski, ladies
Mountain?
and gentlemen.
How about the Burrows?
What's that?
Didn't we have the Burrows earlier? Oh, that was something else.
Yeah,
The,
it's
Bur-
in-
the Burrows was
that's
the
in
Mets.
California.
What is
Oh,
it?
no,
Mets
yeah,
are almost the
yeah.
Burrows.
HC is just hockey club. That's like they gave up.
Oh, come on.
Like
that's-
Washington.
did. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
no.
And,
The
how do you-
Washington football team.
and how do you feel about the Steelers with Russell Wilson and Justin?
I feel a lot better than I did with Kenny Pickett.
I know. We wanted to root for Kenny.
I didn't. I was telling Frazer, I was hoping he would get picked before the Steelers got on the board.
So they wouldn't.
Right.
So they
Yeah.
wouldn't take him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My nephew, who's staying with me right now, he filmed a video of him just screaming and swearing when that pick.
And now he talked his way out of town. Now he's in Philly.
Where is he? Oh, he's in Philly now?
He's an
Yeah.
Eagle now, but he's not
Yeah.
going to play behind Jalen Hurts, right? I mean, it's just.
I mean, he's the backup. I mean, that was kind of that roulette wheel of backup movement this offseason.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
How do you like Russell and Fields?
I like it better than Kenny Pickett. I'm a Pitt fan as well, so I was rooting for Kenny Pickett to be good, and he was.
You went to Duquesne, I thought.
I'm a Pitt fan, but I didn't. But Duquesne didn't have sports really back then. Although this year we made.
They made the tournament.
They did. I
Yeah,
only
they
went
were
a
in.
semester, John. I had a 3.2 blood alcohol level.
Yeah, buddy.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, but I only went there one. You finished 4 years at Duquesne.
I finished 4 years. I still need 9 credits.
You going back to finish it off?
I'm going to finish up someday. Yeah. And I started doing comedy when I was there, and I said, well, let me give this a shot.
This
before
exactly.
And then, 2 of the classes were electives, and the other one was a journalism class. I've written a book. I wrote for your stupid show, Street Smarts,
Did you really? Oh, that's right.
for like a couple weeks. I was telling Frazer, I quit in the middle of I had a 6-week contract,
Okay.
and the last 2 I was booked at Zany's in Chicago, which I didn't tell them I was doing. And they screamed at Margie, Frank, because
who called you a favor in to get you hired?
yeah, who got me
Who got
hired?
you hired,
And he goes, "What, you get this guy in, and then he leaves with 2 weeks left.
Well, you got.
Well, that's street smarts.
That's a smart guy, ladies and gentlemen. All right, and play the jingle. Oh, the jingle. The jingle. It's 12:36. Punchline picks at 12:36. Yep, that's it. That was Jeff and I.
That does not match the live rendition.
Auto-tune.
Frank.
I
would
liked
love
how
to
it
hear-
rhymed, though.
What's that?
I liked how it rhymed.
It rhymes. That's what I mean. We like it. I would wonder if Jerry could send a video of him singing
Right
Punchline. Yeah, right now while he's croaked and hammered. Jerry, if you're still watching, please send a video of that. All right, Jeff, do you have any picks for everybody watching? Because I know our.
Oh boy, this is a tough day for that type of stuff because the baseball card they play all the
It's
day.
early.
games.
It's Thursday's
So
getaway day.
there's nothing good in that. If we're going to insist on making something, I
Gotta
would
do one.
I would look at the under in Oklahoma City and Dallas.
Oh, okay.
It worked in game 1, partially because Dallas was bad for the most part. But I think this game's going to be played at a slower tempo than people realize. So under 218.5, I think is reasonable. now.
Okay. How do you feel about that under 218, John?
I'll go with it.
Okay.
because I have.
Yeah.
We're not NBA guys. We didn't.
No,
go up and down.
I don't.
Yeah.
I do now because of my nephew. Kind of into the end.
NBA.
He was more years ago,
Okay.
and the dog he gave us is named Charles Barkley.
Oh, well, there you go.
We call him Chuck.
Chuck, that's a good name. Frazer, any picks? What about hockey? Who's playing hockey tonight?
Hockey, I got you here, Frank.
Okay,
we
Jeff's got
got
it.
the Carolina Hurricanes looking to avoid going down 3-0, minus 160 favorites against the Rangers.
Okay.
And then the Stars, after blowing that 3-0 lead and losing game 1, are minus 130 against Colorado tonight.
Who do you like?
I'm going Canes.
Okay, the Canes, yeah.
Yeah.
Joe likes them too to win that series. I believe. I think he said, right? Yeah.
I think Rangers will win the series. I go Canes on this one.
Yeah. It's gonna go
And
back
on the
forth.
other one, I got to go, I guess I go Dallas.
Okay. And your love for hockey started in Detroit, right? I mean, the Red Wings.
Well, that's a hockey town.
Hockey Town, USA.
We haven't been in the playoffs in 12 years, but we're still hockey
You
town.
might lose that name, but you got the Lions. Lions are looking
Lions are looking good, right?
Lions are looking
Yeah.
really good.
John and I were talking about, but it was we had a great year, very excited. We liked the coach, but that second half was tough for us in that championship game.
Listen, I grew up. I love the Lions because they had Billy Sims, and when I was a kid, Eric Hipple, like these guys. I don't know where they were on. I don't know. We got their games in Pittsburgh after the Steeler game, so I don't know. Sometimes I don't know.
Well, Sanders, that's our guy.
I went to see Barry Sanders run. I went to a game. Me and my buddy Mike went up to Detroit. His brother got us tickets on the 50-yard line. We saw him. He had about 4 carries for about 8 yards, and then he busted like a 70-yard run and ran right by us. It was unbelievable.
Unbelievable
Just
player.
in the crowd, it was unbelievable. He was so good to see him live.
He was on our entire team.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
Stop Barry, you stop the Lions, right?
Yeah.
All right, is Jimmy Vaccaro coming in? Do we know? Have we heard? Okay, we don't know.
Who knows?
All right, it's time for we have some postable punchlines.
Sure.
If you guys want to stick around, we can do a couple posts with us.
Can I say it?
Yes, go ahead. You want to sound it?
Sound the horn.
Sound the horn. All right, that sound, John, means it's time for Post with Punchlines, where we comb the internet to find some funny stuff for people to laugh at and talk about. So if you guys would like to sit in and comment on this with me, we got two funny guys. And Ryan, what are we doing up first?
Well, so looking at games that have happened previously and talking about the Thunder, we'll look at that parlay that we mentioned yesterday.
Okay, there's this guy. Then good, we can get your take on this. There's a guy who had a $100 parlay, and he took the Kansas City Chiefs to win the Super Bowl, Texas Rangers to win the World Series, and the Oklahoma City Thunder to win the NBA title. The payout on this would be $1.7 million for a $100 bet.
Game one in the book.
But they're you can go ahead. They're tempting them
actually getting to go to Oklahoma City
to cash out. You can cash out early. So here time. Can you crank it up a little, Sean, please?
Wanted to check the cash out after, but of course, Oklahoma doesn't have sports betting, so it was completely blacked out. I couldn't even see. So I had to wait till I got to Arizona today, and long story short, it's at 100K. Yeah, that's a good little marker. So I'm excited. Game 2 is tomorrow. Go Thunder.
All right, so they're following this guy because he did it on one of the online booker.
That look like DraftKings.
DraftKings. Yeah, all right, there you go. Yeah. Jeff knows. So what would you do? You have a $100 bet that could pay $1.7 million if they win the NBA title. Or right now, yesterday they offered him $75,000. Then they won. Now it's $100,000. Do you take the $100,000?
No, hold out.
Hold out.
Hold out.
Hold out. Plus, you could always hedge your bet. What would you do? Would you take
hold out?
Hold out, right?
Come on. Yeah.
It's a story.
Come on.
Yeah, it's a story. It's like,
we're looking for the press.
If you lose, you lose $100.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I would ride it. It's too good.
It's 4 for 4 on this table. I mean, you have to let this thing at least ride to the next series.
Right, because
and then
if they maybe get to the finals, now they're probably going to throw it up to a couple $100,000, right? So you got to keep going, and they're up 1 love. Ryan, you pointed out wisely yesterday what?
That you could hedge the bet and make sure that you win at least $500,000.
Right. Well, but to do that, you would need
the capital.
That's kind of a trick there.
Right.
That you would
but I mean, at this point, it's between the Timberwolves, the Celtics, and the Thunder. I don't know if anybody else looks as dominant enough to actually win the title so far.
Right. The Wolves.
That's true.
The Wolves look good. They're exciting to watch play. So
the Wolves do look good, don't they?
They do. I mean, they're exciting to play. I got a bunch of young guys that are playing, and they smoked.
They swept Phoenix. Yeah. They won both in Denver. I mean, Anthony Edwards looks like the best player in the league right now. He does. Pretty impressive.
Pretty impressive. All right, what do we have next? It looks like we're still. What are we doing here?
Still, talking about a game that was last night. The Pacers coach came out this morning.
He's very upset
the
at
Pacers,
the refs.
Yeah, had issued 78. A review for 78 calls that they think the referees had missed.
He's asked the league to review 78 plays from the game, saying that they went New York's way.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's enough.
Come on, because they literally, if you've been watching, they literally they were like tackling guys.
Yeah.
I don't know. This reeks of loser behavior to me from Carlisle.
It's a little.
It does a little bit.
I get being the kickball that led to the Knicks putting the game away in game 1.
Right.
Legitimate gripe to be really pissed at the refs.
It was not a kick, yes.
Last night, I just thought the game was officiated relatively normal until that one ref decided to call the double dribble, where it's clearly not a double dribble. And they're like, oh, we inadvertently blew the whistle. That I don't blame Carlisle for being mad at.
But Carlisle's got to think a decaf.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, a little bit.
Him and the guy, is it Mike Malone? Who's the Malone coach?
You didn't enjoy Mike Malone nearly one step away from Stone Cold stunning the ref on Tuesday night?
Well, what somebody's take was on TV was that the refs didn't want to kick him out of the game. They wanted him to stay and have to watch that because
I think the theory was, my theory was that the ref knew he butchered the call, so he didn't give him anything. That's what I think.
Two schools of thought on that one. But the refs are like, you know what? You're down by 30. You're the defending champs. I'm going to make you stay here. I'm not going to kick you out. He didn't say the magic 2 words if you've ever seen Bull Durham, if you know what they are. All right, Ryan, what do you have next?
Going to one of the hockey games from last night.
What the Canuck is going on?
Yeah.
Look at Ryan putting in the overtime.
I like that.
That's
That's good.
It's a K
good,
word.
Ryan.
K word, yes.
Yeah.
Always go with the hard K. All right, this was a lot of penalties and a lot of fights.
So there were guys sitting on the side of the penalty box wearing those morph suits.
The green guys, yeah.
And one of them decided to do a handstand on the side of the penalty box. It's just a still image.
Okay, that's good. I see him now. I didn't see him. I see the guy to the left, but the other guy is upside down.
Yeah, with his feet up on top of the glass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And his unit on display.
Yeah,
there.
because people don't pay enough attention to you.
Yeah, exactly. In the green suit.
Do a handstand.
Yeah.
And this is when the Canucks were down 4-1.
Well,
and so this
It
may
somehow
be
worked.
Why the comeback?
So now, wisely, the Canucks are going to have this guy do a handstand every game.
Well, he's going to have to sit like that the whole game.
Yeah.
He's an assistant coach now.
So listen, we decided we're going to give you free tickets, but you have to be in handstand.
He's going to be, if they win the cup this year, he's going to be allowed to put the cup over his head.
Yeah.
I didn't realize this was that taboo. Is that a known thing?
Yes.
Ask Jerry if he knows.
That's why the police are waiting out there.
There they are.
Until
I had no
when
idea.
the show's over, you're gone.
You're done, buddy.
Well, now it's funny because I'm digging for the picture, and now I might call off the dig.
I would not show that.
I have the picture.
No, you do
Oh
not.
yeah,
It's
come on,
just-
Ryan.
It's just not sized properly.
How did you get it?
You've sent it to me because we were talking about the cup at the end of last season or at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
When Tiff and I got to go see the cup.
I smell a bribe.
Oh, I'll give you a hot dog.
I have a hot dog sitting in front of me that
All
I
right,
smell.
really? Do we have it? It's me and my sister. I think.
Yeah, no, I have to resize it to actually see it.
So we won't see it today.
Do you know how they transport that?
Yeah, I know with the gloves and everything.
But he's just got a bag because you know John Chamberlain. Remember
Yeah, John Chamberlain,
John
yeah.
Chamberlain. I was doing his Jag-Off
Yeah, I
podcast
know
with him, and he met the guy that had the cup at the hotel room.
Yeah.
And he said the guy just had like a roller
And a
bag.
duffel bag.
Had a
Really?
roller bag, and he walked from the arena
To a hotel.
to the hotel.
Okay.
And people
got it
don't
now.
know that in
Yeah,
that
right.
roller bag is the Stanley Cup.
Not the safest area.
Yeah.
To be
And it
doing
got
that.
stolen one time.
It did?
Yeah, Carlos Mencia stole it.
There it is,
Little,
Frank.
little inside
Okay,
joke.
there's
there.
me. That's my sister
Uh-oh.
Gina.
You're in trouble.
Oh my God.
Now it's out there for all to see.
Yeah.
That's me holding the Stanley Cup. Yeah, please take that down. I didn't know. No one there was no rules on it that said don't put it above your head.
They're inscribed on the cup.
Are they really?
Yeah. Gina's already under house arrest.
Well, she wasn't doing it, but just so you know, that looks nothing like you now, so I think you're safe.
Okay.
Yeah. That could be anybody.
Yeah, I was wearing a Bud shirt. That was
He's on the
19
show admitting he did it.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm going to call the FBI after the show.
I'm
Probably
screwed.
got to be some money involved in this.
All right, what do we have next, Ryan?
Oh, that's good.
Going to baseball. On AJ Przinsky's podcast, he was interviewing Mason Miller, the Oakland A's closer,
Okay.
and asked him
He's from
about
Pittsburgh, by the way.
what his closer intro would be. And so he answered the question.
Okay, because it's a big build-up now. We have these songs, play the
Yeah.
guys out.
Yeah.
Like
Oak
Renegades
A's
for
lights.
David Bednar.
Talking
Pittsburgh.
about the lights, I don't think that's going to happen. They said the lights might not come back on.
Yeah. So saying the Coliseum lights may not ever
come back on. I don't think they're LEDs. I think they're still the old school ones that need to heat up for about a half hour.
That's
Yeah.
so good.
Because now, like the Mets guy, who's the Diaz?
Edwin Diaz.
Edwin Diaz comes out to
It's
the
Narco by Blaster Jacks.
the narco, the
Yeah.
horns, the
Yeah,
lights
trumpets,
go out.
yeah.
A lot of closers are doing it.
You-
In Oakland, it's not going to happen.
You're a big nerd.
Yeah.
So Mason
What?
Ma-
Wait, what?
Well,
They held the Stanley
come on,
Cup
you
over
are.
my head. I'm a rebel.
Mason Miller has
Yeah.
a negative FIP right now,
Yeah, he's unbelievable.
which is fielding independent pitching,
Yeah.
which means that the ball's never put in play.
No,
against him.
he's thrown over 100, and he's from Pittsburgh. He went. I don't know where he went to school or where they got him, but I just know he's thrown 100 for Oakland. Do you see him play for the Aviators?
We have seen him play a couple times.
The Aviators is a AAA team here of the A's. It's
Oh,
here in
okay.
Vegas.
There
It's the
was-
most beautiful ballpark.
There was one game that he started. Actually, I think he went 4 innings perfect.
Wow.
and then they had to pull him
and
because
then
he was
they
out of
pulled him.
gas.
Yeah.
By the way, I will give you 10 guesses on where Mason Miller went to college, and you have no chance.
Webb Gardner.
Well, you looked it up.
I
didn't
know.
you?
Wow.
Because it
You
hit me.
got
I
it.
looked it up the other day.
Gardner Webb.
Gardner
but yes,
Webb. Okay,
yes,
close.
yes,
I,
yes.
it hit me because I'm like, I heard he's from Pittsburgh. I'm like, okay, where did he play?
Yeah.
And when you started saying it, I'm like, Frank, go into your brain, find it out. And I found it. Gardner Webb. Yeah.
Yeah.
Your face kind of went,
Wow.
Okay,
I
got it
don't know. Oh my
backwards.
goodness, he got
Where did he play in high school?
ooh.
I'll look that
Yeah,
up.
look that up. I can't remember. I looked him up because he's like the toast of baseball right now. What is Caden pointing at?
Skeens is coming up on Saturday.
You know what? Speaking of which, I believe we have the video.
To answer her question, real
high
quick,
school.
he went to Bethel Park.
Oh, he's Bethel Park.
You would think maybe the Pirates scouting would
Well,
have, but it's kind of close by.
Right. He's 5th round pick, I think. So he didn't even, he wasn't even like a first round draft pick. Speaking of Paul Skeens making his ML debut, I believe we have video of that, do we not?
Yeah.
So he dates Livy Dunn. Are you familiar with Livy
Yeah, well,
Dunn?
that's all you hear about.
Right, exactly. She's like the most high paid college athlete with her nil money, and she happens to be very pretty. So she's a national champion on the LSU female gymnastics team. He was a national champion on the LSU baseball team. So their kids, no pressure if they have kids. But here's them finding out they're both heading to Pittsburgh.
Let's go.
So she's excited.
Yeah,
she does that for that. And then here's Paul Skeens like,
in the background. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
So
Very
she's more
quick
excited
video,
than him.
but yeah.
But, Ed Driscoll's a comedian friend of ours. They're heading to Pittsburgh. Do you remember his joke about when the minor league team was in Hawaii?
Yeah, he said, "Why would you want to go back? Oh crap! If I play good, I'm going to get sent to Pittsburgh."
Right. The guy goes 3 for 3. He goes, I better strike out, or I'm going to end up in Pittsburgh tomorrow.
You know who was one of the original broadcasters of the Hawaii AAA team, right?
I do not.
Al Michaels.
Oh, was he really?
That was one of his first gigs.
I
he wrote about it in his book. It's actually good content there.
I sat. I was flying from I don't know where, someplace on the East Coast when I was living in L.A. and my changed planes in Kansas City.
Okay,
and I had so many miles. I had first class upgrades, and I'm sitting, and Al Michaels.
Oh wow!
Sits next to me, and then a few minutes later, I hear, "Oh, well, hello, Mr. Jackson. Hello," and Reggie.
Oh, come
Jackson.
on!
Wow. So it's Al Michaels and Reggie Jackson.
Wow.
And Al Michaels was nice because I struck up a conversation with him, but he also was in the USA Today. There was an article. So I didn't look like some goofy fan. I said, "Oh, you're in here. Could you sign this?"
Oh, nice.
Right. And I said, "Do you think you could get him?"
Reggie?
I really wanted Reggie.
Right, yeah, right.
Of course you did.
Here, Al, you can sign too.
And did Reggie sign
Did you get it?
Yeah, I got both.
Oh, good.
And where is that USA Today?
I have it in a
there you go.
closet at home.
Nice.
So I still have it. But it was funny because Al went to use the restroom, and Reggie went in after him, and he comes out. He goes, "Oh, God, Al." He said, "What did you eat?"
The straw that stirs the drink.
That's
unbelievable.
Stirs the drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was on a plane with Bob Costas once, and I thought it was a small child because he's actually smaller than me. And he had a hat. He had a St. Louis Cardinals hat pulled down really tight, and he kind of walked by me. We were on one of those planes where it was a commuter plane, so two, one aisle and two on this side, and he sat like behind me, one row. It was Bob. I just said, "Hey, how you doing?" He's a nice guy, but he looked very. I mean, he's very.
That
sounds like a good conversation too.
Yeah, it was great one.
Him and Jim Gray. I was on with Jim Gray on
okay.
Another sports.
What with Pittsburgh to St. Louis commuter probably? Right?
I don't know. It was an in between flight somewhere in the Midwest. I don't remember.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but it was Bob Costas.
Same sort of thing.
Yeah.
Costas was on multiple flights of mine going from the East Coast to St. Louis when I was going to college in Missouri. First time, very nice. Second time, wanted no part of me. Wanted no part of me.
He already knew you.
He
knew you. Yeah.
Clearly remember. I don't want to. I don't want
Yeah,
any
I've talked
part
to you.
of
I was
this.
giving you time.
I already know Jeff's thing.
Yeah. I had Dick Vermeil on a plane once. He said, "Hey, coach, what do you think of the Steelers?" And we were waiting in the gate area, and he goes, "They need a lot of help." That was the only thing Dick Vermeil said to me. They need a lot of help. And he had a big Super Bowl ring. He had his ring on traveling, which I thought was pretty wild.
Post the Rams Super Bowl.
Yeah. It was pretty cool.
We were. I was in Timmy Nolan's with my.
I know Timmy Nolan's.
And I'm sitting there with Chrissy, my wife, and Billy Gardell sitting there with us, and Art Donovan.
The legend.
Art Donovan, and we wanted to go over and say something. And Billy pointed it out. He says, "There's another guy sitting there with a Super Bowl ring on, and I don't know. I don't know who it is either." And he said, "So it'd be kind of rude to just go over and talk to Art, and not know who that guy is." So we waited, and when he was leaving, we said, "Hey, Art," and we knew him from Letterman.
Yeah, that's he told the best stories on Letterman. He's a retired Colt legend,
and he was, it was cool.
That's the same bar I met Gary Marshall, and I told him the funniest story I ever heard him tell was on Letterman when he was drunk at Disneyland. Gary Marshall, legendary Happy Days producer, director.
Yeah.
He goes, "You know what? A lot of my friends tell me that's the funniest story I have." He got drunk and got into a fist fight with like Donald Duck or something.
Nice.
Yeah,
really?
it was like in the 70s.
Impressive.
There was beer, and he was drunk, and it's funny. I don't know if you can find it, but it's just
You were in there with me that night, and they won't know who it is. Roscoe Lee Brown was in there, and he had some little game he was. What was it?
It was Jesus Alud, who's Jesus' brother. Who's Jesus' brother? And you flip over the napkin. It says Matty Alou and Philippe.
Okay.
The brothers. Yeah.
Good joke.
Roscoe Lee Brown was the black guy. He was in Logan's Run. He was like the robot, and he was on a million different things. He used to hang out there all the time.
Yeah.
I met John Wooden at Valet one time. And
John Wooden, UCLA coach.
And he was like, "Can you get my car?"
Very good. Did he really?
I was glad to do it.
Probably a nice car.
Yeah. Well,
all right, Ryan. Anything else or?
That's it post-wise, but we do have Frankie Fungo trivia.
Oh yes.
All right.
Yes, I can tell you right now.
Okay, this is trivia
Octavio
for
Dotel is not in this week.
So Jeff has been bringing in when he comes in on Thursdays a little game. I have my alternate baseball pick name is Frankie Fungo.
Yeah, we like.
So John, it's usually a Pirate, so maybe you can help me on this trivia for Frank. Name the player that played both for Pittsburgh and Chicago. He wore number 24. I'm thinking I thought John Lieber first, but I don't know. Is it John Lieber?
Nope. No, it is not John Lieber. Not a bad guess though, Frank.
Okay. Best record was 14-10 for the Todd Ritchie?
No, but his name
not that late.
His name does start with a T.
Name started with a T.
The first name is T.
Tom
who?
John's gonna know.
Not Tom Gordon. John Jefferson. No, that's
not a
no, that's from Fish Called Wanda.
Oh, finally might have got him here,
no,
Ryan.
No.
He said the beginning.
Gorgonzola. Gorzolani. Tom Gorzolani.
Tom Gorzolani. Very good. You got
Gorgonzola.
Tom Gorzolani is honestly better name than Gorzolani.
You know that one complete game shutout drafted by the Pirates.
I know. I see the guy. I remember his look. I just don't remember the name.
Tom Gorzolani. He was a lefty. Was he a lefty?
He was a lefty.
He was a lefty. This is a theme today, Frank.
Okay. Okay. It's the lefty.
He had like a weird body.
Yeah. He's a little extra here.
Frank, if you get this one, I'll be very impressed because he played for 5 teams, both Pirates and Cubs. Pirates and Cubs obviously playing each other this weekend. That's why we have these 2 teams. He played a combined 19 games between the Pirates and the Cubs, including 3 lone appearances with Pittsburgh in 2016. He does have a ring with the Yankees in 2009, though.
It's at a lefty pitcher as well.
Look at
from the outline, looking at the outlines. Oh, man. John, that's a toughie. Cubs, Pirate. Bob Patterson? No.
Too late for that.
Yeah, you know Cowboy? Okay.
His first played how many games for the Pirates?
A hearty 3.
His first and last name are both 4 letters.
Yes, that's also a good one. He is right.
Chris Hunt.
No.
His brother. Jim. 4-letter names. John.
No.
Jim Gott. No.
The
Yankees.
It's politically correct if you get the drift there.
Oh, Bill. It's Bill something Maher.
No,
Bill Maher.
No, not quite.
Bob Woke.
All right, since you guys are not
Bob Woke.
That's good. That's a good guess, but no, it's Phil Koch.
Oh, Phil Koch.
I wouldn't know
Who
that.
the hell? Throw him out.
No, this one you
should have known that one.
That one's impossible. Yeah, that was level 5.
This one you should get.
Okay.
This one upcoming. It is not a left-handed pitcher. I can tell you that. This guy was with the Cubs from 04 to 10. He also was with the Pirates for a year, and he put up some really good numbers. Won the batting title in 05, won a Gold Glove a few times, 331 career homers, a world champion as well, and also Ryan McCormick's favorite Cub growing up.
That's not Bell.
My first favorite player.
Freddie.
Frankie Fungo. What?
Freddie Sanchez.
No,
that's a good guess, but no,
because he won a batting title. It's not. Who did I just say out loud? I just said someone.
Who did he win the batting title with?
I know.
He won it in 05 with the Cubs.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And
it's not
was
Mark
the last
Grace.
one to win it with the Pirates, so that's why.
It's not Mark Grace.
300. It's not Derek Bell.
Yeah, you're close, but it's not Derek Bell.
I know. Oh my God.
You have one name right.
Derek. What position did he play?
First base.
Derek Bell. Derek. What's the first letter?
I'll give it away with the first letter.
Yeah.
It's a 3. I'll give you
short.
May.
No.
I don't know.
Well, with a bad day for you, Fungo.
Lee.
Derek Lee. There it is.
Oh, wow.
Derek Lee.
Yeah, they signed him for the
Brian's first favorite player.
They had him. We had him for we won in 11, 12, and 13. I think were the wild card years. I think he was on there. They got him late. That I would have. You loved him. That was your guy.
Yeah, he was my first favorite player growing up.
Hall of very good, Derek Lee.
Yeah, I don't remember 330. I don't remember his stats.
OPS almost 8.6. Yeah, no, he gets forgotten because obviously Sosa was there all juiced up at that point.
Right.
So he's a really, really good player.
All right. Well,
did he only play the 1 year for the Pirates?
Yeah, I think he had that stretch drive, and then he left. He was
2011. That was before.
I think 11, 12, and 13 is when we were 13, 14, 15.
13, 14, 15.
Yeah, they had him for a drive, I think, and they didn't win that year. They got All right, Frazer Smith, thank you for coming in. What's your social media handle?
It is at Frazer Comedy.
At Frazer.
No
Comedy.
I.
Perfect. John, are you on social media or on Insta?
Yeah, I have aggravated John pretty much everywhere.
That's right.
And I have my website is whataggravatesme.com where I have videos. Like I have a video where I invented a spray that keeps Jehovah's Witnesses away from your house. Called Jehovah Way.
Yeah, Jehovah Way.
I got to get some of that. Yeah.
You usually have a big cigar going. You still smoking the cigars?
Yeah.
All right. There you go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for another show. And Sean, we have hot dogs?
There you go. Look out.
He's got
It's a show 150, and the hot dogs are $1.50.
Congratulations.
Yes, congratulations.
I knew. You're at like 200 almost. All right, ketchup and mustard.
You put it right there.
Ketchup on the hot dog.
Thank you,
Sweet.
Sean.
What's wrong? I put Chris Andrews from Pittsburgh.
You have ketchup on there? What are you, 6 years old?
Listen,
It's his last hot dog before jail.
I know.
Yeah, enjoy.
I hold the Stanley Cup up.
Yeah.
I put ketchup on my hot dog. Back tomorrow with Alex White. That's a very good hot dog.
Mm-hmm.
Been sitting there for a while.
I asked if they wanted one. They said no.
Been sitting there.
I asked.
We're old and we have to take care of our health.
Yeah,
Yeah,
me too.
that's true.
The bun's not very keto. All right, we'll be back tomorrow with Alex White. Punchlines, it stands
Alex
for
Thunder.
Live in Nevada every show. See you.